All right, it is July 14th. Let's go over some stocks. The market is closed East Coast time. Dow's up 44, Nasdaq minus 32, S&P plus 5. Crypto, Bitcoin's at 32. Where's it at? Just disappeared on me. 32,981. And I think, it's been in this range, 40,000, about 30. It tested many times. I think we go below that. I think we're heading towards 25.20 before we get that bounce. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, day trading. The runners again. Your best runner is going to be like 5 to 10 top stocks, either short or long. And this is WHLM Wilhelmina International. I think that's the model agency. I don't see any news here. So, all right, let's take a look at it. Let's go to the 3 minute here. What time is it? It's almost 7. Let's look back here. As this started, now, a lot of the times pre-market will be the key. Remember, I said this before. Like pre-market, you're going to start bottom at the bottom news. You're going to come up, grind up like that. That's possible one scenario. Or you can start in the middle, go down, bounce. Or you can start in the middle, go up. Or you could have a high pull up, and then you come down, bounce, but it fades. So pretty much 4 scenarios, and you want to get to the bottom of stocks that break up for your best chance to succeed for a big run like this. This is exactly what you want. This came out. Now, no news, you're jumping on momentum. If there's no news, it's pure momentum. So with momentum, you got to be careful because it could dump anytime. There's no news. Why is it going up? Because traders are jumping on it. There's nothing to trade. They're seeing everyone else trade it. All right, so this goes up to 5. I can make the line here, AC 525, but a bigger line here. Here's the 550. It comes back here, nice pullback right here. The 6. Then we go up 850. Eventually this big line up at 9 right here. Then it pulls back very hard. So you can see that on the 3 minute, the 5 minute. Now see this 13. This is my key. I don't even use VWAP anymore. 13 EMA and there's 20 EMA. Where 13 is over your 20. Here's first defense, second defense. When you have a crossover, it turns negative. Now you don't want to wait exactly till it crosses over. You got to use your own judgment. So when this moves up here, even on this, if you get in here, and that's a good dollar profit. But again, what I've noticed too, at least recently, I don't know, it's been a while. When you have this bounce back, see this back and forth, it's going to test this 13 EMA. When a stock moves in the morning, you're 7 a.m. all the way to probably 11. That is the key time. So, when you have this, and then this is good support, and look what happens. It goes up, goes up. Wait for a move here. What do you see here? You want to see a selling candle. Right here, you got chop, and, around 550 to almost 850. And that's your key right here. Even this, you see this, and you're out. So that's a good $3 gain. Now, if you move to the 10 minute, look at this, back and forth, big red candle. So you can see the range here. Again, this is your bottom, middle, top. So that is the move on this. Let's see the daily. You see these spikes, puts in spikes once in a while. It's a grindy stock, and eventually it'll put in big volumes. Definitely traders. So that's it on that. So you keep your move up. It's almost like, say you're climbing Mount Everest. Look at this, climbing Everest right here, climbing, and then you get a little bit of fade. All right, SGOC, this is run before. Look at this, all the way 4, 28. And, these moves are tremendous day trader moves. Look at the volume here, up, came back, big move back. But see this volume here and the pullback? That is a telltale sign. When you see the pullback there, traders, it's highly manipulated. They want this to go back up. Look at the volume up on them white bars. All right, so this one again, 5-minute chart. Draw your line. Here's the line here. Started yesterday. You're bouncing. You're coming up again, bouncing. Then you have a line right here. See this? Just close the red line. Now, once you see this break over, this is a false break. Okay, but give it time. Don't jump on it. See what happens. Comes up. You want to let these stocks form a pattern. You want a pattern, unless it's pure momentum. And this comes up. And what do we see here? The volume's not huge pre-market. You see this dip right here. This held this 1320 EMA. Get over 10. Big tail. This is still going. Here's a red candle, red candle. Big topping tail up here, 19. I mean, if the stock's 9 and you pretty much double, of course you're going to get out. Even right here, you still have time. You don't know what's going to come back here, but you're going to let it test. That's why you got to give it room. You just can't have lines like this too. Way too tight. That's even too tight on these. These are taking out over $1. So you want to make your lines wider, 11 to 12. And then this comes all the way out and then fades. Now that's the 5 minute. The 3 minute comes up to 10, bounces. There's a few halts. See again, look at the pullback. It bounces. Pullback comes all the way up. And the reason too, see how strong this 13 over this white line is? Look at this right here. You're over that line and it can't bend unless it proves it's going to bend. You got to give it that shot there. And on the 10 minutes, even better. So dry. On the 10 minute right here, look at this. 10, we come up. Big tail back. It's testing that 13 man. They tried to push it down and went right back up. It's not a sell there. It's not a sell. Too much bullish momentum here. It comes up, and then you have a few big red candles here. So I like to go between a 3 and 10 minute, 3 and 10 minute chart. And 15 gets a little bit too many big candles here. I mean, for a day trade, but you can still use that. So this was another great move, SGOC. And there it is. All right, USEG. This is another pure momentum. Look at this. You see a candle here. Once this breaks out, now you jump right in. I mean, you could. If there's no news, you got to be cautious. But as soon as this breaks out, and you see a candle, go for this 450 line. You have support here, right here at $4. Don't take big shares where it stops you out. And this goes up. And here we go. First red candle, pretty easy on this one. You don't want to wait for all this. As soon as you see that momentum, first red candle, you get out. And I had this mapped out. See this back and forth. Big move up. That was in October. So this is a choppy play. Big volume though today. And we go to VRPX. This was a grindy. See this grindy? But it's going up. And it continues after hours. And this is pretty crazy. I'll put this on my list. VRPX. You can see this, the grindy motion as this goes up. On a 10 minute, look at this, back and forth, and this takes off. I don't like them grindy actions. It's very hard to read here. So how I trade. DTSS. Again, pure momentum. Yeah, this starts to break out. 820, look at this. 825, not a lot of volume. Goes up right here. Now this is the key on this one right here. You got to pay attention to this candle, and then you have this, back and forth. Look where it goes. This low again, 352. So if you try to get at 350, you're not going to make it because you only want at 352. A lot of times when stocks below 10, I'll go to 350, 355. I'll go 5 cents. Sometimes 6, 7 cents. Then, the higher the stock gets over $10, I'll go even like 15 cents. Because when these pull back, it's a total fake out. They don't bring it down all the way. And that's because you can't get in there. Oh, I'm going to get in right at 350. Everyone's looking at the same marks here, the same lines. This takes off. Look at this. Line to line. When you get wide from your 13 EMA, look how straight this is. That's very bullish. That means it's going straight up. Straight momentum play. Tops out right here and then fades back down. In the 10 minute, you see this big candles, fades down. Now look at this one too. I had this map. This has a huge gap, but it's a weird chart. Look at these spikes. It's probably put in about 20 spikes because it's a spiking chart. Pure garbage, pure. Let me see if they had any news. It's pure junk. But it doesn't matter. You can still trade junk. It's a day trader's dream to catch one of these. Data C's, wholly owned subsidiary, and there's purchase agreements, 5Gs. When was that? 8:30 a.m. So here's news. It's low float. So this goes straight up. There it is, and comes back. So pure momentum. Every play is different each day. Like you get different rhythm of stocks. Some of them get grind up. Pure momentum, straight up. This was like an hour play. Yeah, could have made you double. 600, 1200. Bond, it's kind of a crazy chart. Dipped. Didn't have a lot of volume. See this? Just went up. Then there it is. Big fade mark on that. Verb. This is another one. Draw your line right here. Then we go up. Look at this, 230 all the way to 290. Not a bad 60 cents gain. You get anything over 50 cents, still a good gain. ACRX. We go up. There's the tail. You're 13 over 20. There's your move. There's your initial move. And a lot of times it'll make an initial move like this is a big run here, and then it pulls back. You know, what's it going to do? You can just take profit there. You don't have to wait all day on that. Up. To this crazy move. This went 950 to 15 today. I think I saw this on CNBC. Look at this. It went up here. Now, this is kind of a weird move. You're playing this at the open. See, this is not a play I would like because there's no information here in this pre-market. It's just nothing. Then it just fades. And then, you know, get a 950 and we bounce all the way up. Very odd action. Like, if you look on these, at least these are pure momentum up. Yeah, pretty much you can read them pretty well. Here's ARLO after hours. All right, where are we at here? CIDM, not much. And here's a fader. See, MINN. This goes back and forth. Massive moves here. Then it just fades. And we go sideways. So, yeah, the move was made pre-market. Then it fades. PLG, moving up. There's DRIP. This is an ETF. This is bearish oil and gas exploration. Here's AHT. This was in the news too. Some sort of fraud or something, I think. Big gap down. Yeah, it's going sideways now. It's at a 192 stochastic. It's probably overdone. Weekly chart. Still crossing down, but this has potential here. Maybe a swing trade. There's TPST, the big run back and forth. And here's MMAT. Calling this in a swing right now. Here you guys, your retracement level. Fibonacci retracement, 100%, 61, 50, 38, 23, all the way to the bottom. Now, you don't know where the bottom is till it forms. That's a cross. That's the bottom of a pattern, usually a reversal. 569 stochastics, very oversold. We're at 439 right now. I think we can get up here to 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 under 23.6 retracement level. Here's the weekly. See, we're trying to cross now. So I don't think there's much more downside here. I would doubt it. Unless something weird happens here. Anything's possible. But if you're going this far below, like, how far is this going to get? This went from 22 almost to 4. And the 4 hour, let's see if this is sliding out. See, this is sliding now sideways. There's the 2 hour. We're sliding out of this channel right here. There's the 1 hour. I like this a lot. So keep that on watch. BTU, uptrend, LAB days. Trying to test this 25 again. HGSH. Look at this crazy chart. CVA. Here's NVIV. So big gap here. This went down. Like all the stocks, remember November, December, January, big run up. Huge run up. And then we fade it. All of them, it's like a pyramid, front side and back side, forms a pyramid. Now this is trying to come back up. It says potential. Maybe we're going to come back up here. Test this 1+ on NVIV. All right, so that's the top gainer. So WHLM, nice gainer. Nice long, another nice long. Tougher long, VRPX, DTSS quick long. Yeah, this is the pre-market. Again, do you want to trade pre-market? I advise most people not to just wait for an open. See right here, and then this is the fade. People are like, oh, it's going to keep going. If you're not experienced, no, it already made its move. So you just play where it's at, too. If this starts to move here and you say that there's news, you can jump in here. Then, but the move's is pre-market. So you just play where the move's at, too. All right, so that's it. Let's look at the SPY. We're still going. This is looking like a major wedge up here. All right, you can see this. Look at the lines here. Ever since this fell back, look from coronavirus March, we bounced. You're looking for connection points. See this right here, here, and then look how we're falling right into this line. It's getting tighter though. See this, the width? It's getting smaller. That means you're running out of time. On a rising wedge, just like this, just like 2018, 2019, 2020, rising wedge, eventually you're going to fall. So we're going to fall, but how far? Yeah, we're far away from. Let me look at the other chart here. This is all my moves here. The 200 days back at 300. That's way far ahead. This could fall down to 360. We get a major correction. I could easily see that. See form right here. See this from here to here, that space. What was it dropping at? 340 to 240. Was it 100? So 336. Can we come back this far? I don't know, maybe. So if we drop 100, around that 360, just below, I can see that happening. You're getting tighter and tighter. Look at this straight run up, pretty much. A little blips here. That was in 2020. Nothing major. On the monthly, still going strong. There's nothing here. Weekly, there's the daily. Straight line. I could easily see a tail put in 380, 360, then we fall back. On the VIX. See, the VIX had a few false breakouts, still in that little triangle down. Where are we at now? The VIX is at 17. Still not going below 15, 10. Then it would be really, I think we get a huge move up. But look at this, look at these lines right here on these bars. You go up to here. 1, 2, 3. We're due for another one up here, so it might come in September, October. We'll see. So that is it. Let's take a look at. You can see it right here. This is my other chart with no moving average. You can see the width getting smaller, tighter, tighter. And this move up here is 100. This can fall right back down here. Because when stocks go up too, you can't get in. All these whales want to get in. You're going to get in if the stock market's still going up, but you're not getting much momentum from down here. Where's it going to go? Another 100 points? I doubt it. Meaning, they want to get in at a good breaking point, like here, here. You want this to come down to 380, 360. That would be a great wash down. And look, from there, where it's been, it's nothing, too. So I'm getting wary of this market. It's all pumped. The real estate's pumped, too. A lot of weird things going on. Get this line right here. It's not moving. There it is. Trying to connect these. Now you can see, look at the touches here. Now I didn't put it down here. I put it, where it falls in line. So there's the major bottom right here in March. But the touch, touch, almost. Look at that. And look at the space getting smaller, smaller. This happened back in 2020, 2018, 2019. Are we going to have one this year? I believe so. If it doesn't, if it keeps moving up this year, it's just going to be a bigger drop 2022, like a massive 100-point drop. It's going to go all the way down. Watch. I've been doing this for years, and this is a rising wedge pattern, which is neutral but bearish only. So you're only going to come down from here. It's just a matter of when. What's going to happen in the market? is another, something's going to happen, some weird thing. Um, who knows at this point? So yeah, keep that in mind. I'm not sure when. We're grinding up slowly and slowly. We just keep grinding. We did that back, in 2019. Grinding all the way up, and then we're like going and going. Then eventually, this something happened. So this has happened the last 3 years now. 2018, 19, 20. We will see, but I think we will fall. And it might be a crash. You can call it a crash, but it's going to be a major correction probably back here somewhere. I would say 360-ish, 380-ish. We'll see. All right, that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Game and Trades. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Leave comments. Mike J Trades on Twitter, Instagram, Mike Frank 98, Stock Twits, Mike Kim and Trades, TikTok, Mike Frank I. That's it. Peace.